Okay, I think we are live, Abby.
Hi, Sophie.
Hey, darling, we're back after 5 weeks. Do you think we can still do it?
I know. We'll have to see if we still got it.
Yeah, and
I'm
I think
excited to be back with you.
there is about 60 or 70 new people in the group that appeared, I think, out of a podcast or something. So welcome if you're new to the group. Welcome. And today we're going to talk about kindness.
Perfect.
And today is a bank holiday, right, Abby, in the States?
It's Labor Day today, so a lot of folks are celebrating today. And so if you are celebrating, then enjoy. It's a family day often.
It is.
Folks. Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you for being on today, Abby.
Well, you're my family. I'm very happy to be with you here.
That is very sweet. All right, so let's talk about kindness, right? I often tie kindness with generosity, right? Mm-hmm. So let's see if we can distinguish what kindness is.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Right? So kindness is not being nice. It's much more than that, right?
Yes.
Because
can you talk about that distinction a lot? Because I think that gets mixed up a lot.
Well, look, would you prefer someone to speak of you as someone nice or as someone kind? Which one would you prefer?
Well, at this point in my life, having spent a lot of time with you, definitely kind.
But because there is a kind of inauthenticity to being nice.
Yes.
Being nice involves not saying the truth so as not to hurt the other person's feelings. And there is a way of, bailing out on being authentic and in case,
Yes.
Now, being kind, it's all in the action, right? It's different for different people, but being kind, there is no inauthenticity. It's intentional, voluntary action. Right?
I love that definition.
Even if the action is to speak. And you are kind when it's easy to be kind or when it's hard to be kind. So if somebody is bad with you, right? You're kind, that means you let them off the hook. You don't make a big fuss about it. It's not being nice. Being nice would be to pretend it didn't happen.
Right.
Being kind is knowing it happened and having the generosity to give space for the person to have behaved badly if there is not too many consequences, right?
Yeah. Yes.
So it's much more than being nice.
Yeah. And I think what I've learned, because my ego is very nice, right? I have a nice ego that wants to please people. It's a lot about looking externally to do what you think someone else wants you to do, even if it doesn't feel good. So what I've found as I've over the years started to work with these two definitions that you've given me is that there's a real different experience in my body between being nice and being kind. Like nice is very like, there's a tightness, like I'm trying really hard. I'm thinking about what someone else might want from me or what they might want to hear. And there's like an automatic discomfort for me when I'm trying to be nice. Whereas kindness really comes, it's very direct. It really comes right from the heart. It feels really simple and authentic usually to be in that space of kindness. So that's what I've found as I've worked with this distinction that you've given me.
It makes you feel so good to be kind, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It's a totally different experience.
Yeah. And you know, the other thing about kindness is the movement of kindness. It's when you are kind, you create a chain reaction.
Yeah. Yes.
It's easier for other people to be kind.
Yes.
If somebody is kind to you, right, Abby? Don't you want to be kind back?
Absolutely.
like paid forward, like, okay, what can I do to show them how grateful I am that they were kind?
Yes. Yes. It is. It's like a wave. It's
It is
wonderful.
exactly like a wave.
Oh,
Yeah, it keeps rolling, and it needs just one person to start it.
hmm.
I remember my gratefulness when somebody was kind to me when I did something mean or whatever, and the person was just kind, saying, okay, you blew a fuse, fine, let's leave it aside. Oh, I was so relieved, right?
Yes.
So kindness, you know how the universe is always in constant motion and in constant change,
Yeah.
and kindness moves.
Hmm.
Nice is stuck.
Yes. That's a great way of describing it. Yes.
So
Yeah.
when you are kind, you start a movement
Hmm.
with an intention.
That's so beautiful.
Yes, and nice is a little bit cowardly, right?
Yeah.
Kind is all love.
Mhm.
And it's just like pure love. It's like kindness, love in a couple together, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think what you said is beautiful, because something else I've learned, in this process with you, is that like you can generate that space. You can actually notice when it's a moment to be in kindness and generate that wave from the heart.
Yeah. A smile, a nice word. Somebody just nearly ran me over with my scooter, and she was so scared. And I just smiled at her and I said, okay, it turned out well. I'm still standing. And oh, she was so relieved.
Oh,
So relieved. Right? I
mm,
felt good. She was relieved. It was just an unexpected reaction for her, I think, from somebody else
mhm.
she nearly ran over.
Yes.
Right? A
Yeah.
surprise, a
Yes.
good surprise.
Absolutely.
So when we offer kindness to others, we make them feel good. I can't see anything that you cannot like about kindness.
Yeah.
Promote peace, love, hope,
Yes.
the power of kindness. And every single one of us can be kind. It's a
Yes.
grace, right? It's a
It
grace.
exactly. Yeah. It is literally the actionable steps of the quote, be the change you want to see in the world. Like
Yeah,
that's it. It's
yeah,
kindness.
yeah. And, uh, oh, I forgot what I wanted to say.
Great.
Um,
It'll come
oh,
back.
yes.
Oh,
Like we are human, right? We are human being. We are spiritual being having a human experience, and our humans make a lot of mistakes, right?
oh yes.
And
Very much.
personally, we're not nice with ourselves, right? We judge ourselves. We're not kind to ourselves, and you cannot be kind to others if you're not kind to yourself. I know everybody heard it a million times.
Actually, I'm very happy that you said that, because this week, this week, this week, for the first time, I really actually heard some of the ways that I was talking to myself. And I was like, wow, that's really harsh. That is so harsh. And what you said is true. We hear that all the time, right? Like, oh, speak kindly to yourself, speak positive to all the things. But if you really, really listen, sometimes it just comes right up that internal language can be really harsh. And
Yeah, you really need to practice. You really need to
yes,
practice.
yes.
That's why
Yeah.
awareness is the ultimate power, right?
Oh, oh my God. Yes. Yeah. Really taking the time to listen to that voice, because it does, learning to shift that into being truly and authentically not nice, but kind to ourselves, it
Kind.
makes a big difference.
Yeah, big difference. And Abby, what does stop us from being kind? Righteousness,
Mm.
hurt,
Hurt. Yeah.
resentment. It should opinions, right? It shouldn't be that way. You shouldn't have done that. You should be perfect, right? For
Yes.
us and others. I mean, it's always the same, being right about the way things should be.
Yes. Totally.
All right. Well, I wanted to have this conversation because everybody must practice kindness more and more and more and more. And it starts with all of us.
Mm.
You know, like as a practice, develop it as a habit with awareness. Be kind to yourself or to others or both.
Mm. Thank you for bringing this conversation. And before we end it, Sophie, would you also, you said in the beginning that you often tie kindness and generosity together. Could you bring in generosity a little bit too?
Well, you know, you give up being right. That's generous. It takes a bloody hero to give up being right, especially when somebody is misbehaving with you. You know, I had somebody throwing literally a tantrum. I mean, a tantrum at me, right? And I had to be really generous to not hold on to it.
Yeah.
Don't you think it takes generosity to stop being right?
Oh my God. Heroic generosity.
So gleeful to be right.
Oh, yes. Everybody loves the feeling of,
Yeah.
getting to be right.
It creeps on you before you even know it, you know?
Yes.
You know, like I catch myself all the time because I'm highly trained, right? But before I know it, I'm right about knowing things.
Yes.
Yes, of everything I stand for.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. Yeah.
So that's the generosity. It's, it's always awareness for me. What kind of human being do you want to be? You have a choice. And I really want to get to the end of my life, Abby, looking back, saying, okay, I made mistakes, but I practice being kind, being loving, being generous, and serving others. This is what will, for me, is a life of wealth and success. Success is not making money or succeeding in the material world. I respect and admire people, which is probably why I work with you, that have this quality and practice them and expand on them. This is for me the apotheose, I don't know how you say it in English, the summum of a great human being.
Oh, Sophie, that is beautiful. Thank you for saying that. That is, I think when you always talk about on your gravestone, it's saying living a full life, that's it.
Burnt out, gave everything.
Burnt out, that's it. Yeah, gave everything you have. Yeah. That's it. I mean, what more can you do to give everything you have than to just practice?
But if you don't practice anything, practice kindness, right? So, I uprooted my life one more time, just moved to this small island in a foreign country, not speaking the language, right? And there is not a lot of people speaking English or French. There I am swimming, going, okay, I'm 60 old and I'm still doing it. I just don't want to do it anymore. And you know what made the kindness of my neighbor, who became one of my best friends. She's just kind. She took me to the police to do my paper. She took me to the car to get the register. invited me, kind. She walks her dogs with me. She showed me where to walk my dogs.
Oh,
Just pure kindness. She comes and gives me Spanish lessons.
wow.
I know, kind. And
That's life altering.
I keep telling her, but she's not very trained. I don't know if she can get it, but I promise you, authentically experience that she made my move a pleasure.
Oh,
That one person that was kind. Or there was another one, two very kind people.
that is such a beautiful story because like you said, you moved to a whole different country, a whole different culture, a different language and everything. And to have one or two kind people, it alters your entire life. Imagine not having them.
Everything. It altered everything.
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 That is so beautiful.
Yeah. So I really want to, kindness, I think is my favorite quality in the entire world. I mean, I'll say that about many others as well, but I love kindness. I love somebody kind. It includes generosity, care, humbleness, peace, love. I mean, it's all included in kindness. It's a delight.
Mm.
Yeah. So everybody listening to this conversation, please practice kindness and share with us what happens. But it's really the most delicious way of being.
Yes. Yeah, I would love to hear people's experiences of practicing kindness. That would be a really fun thing to do together.
It would. All right. And would you check if there is
Yeah.
anybody or if they're partying with their family? And
Yeah.
in time, everybody, we have a great seminar coming up. If you're
Yeah.
on our mailing list, you're going to receive an announcement. It's about healing the world through the feminine and the masculine. Now, the feminine and the masculine is my favorite topic after kindness or as well as kindness. But the feminine and the masculine, I promise you, it will blow your mind when you get to practice and master the feminine and the masculine in you. Your life will expand. And I really intuitively know that it is the answer to creating a new culture for humankind. So we send you an email and we'll put it on Facebook as well. Look for it.
That's right.
Sessions.
Yes. And it starts next week, I believe.
On Saturday.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
That's right. So I don't think it's next week. I think it's the week after, Abby. We have to look.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yes, you're right. It's something.
I made a mess with the dates, but we're going to rectify it and you get an email with the right date. But I did it on Saturday because many of you work and it's difficult on Monday. So Saturday, seminar.
Yes. And sorry, everyone, but because there's lots of new folks, just know that I'll post below the website. That's where we put everything that's happening, seminars and everything. And B, if you're new here, first of all, welcome. And second of all, you're always welcome to post questions or comments underneath. Or if you have questions for these calls, we have them every single Monday. You're very welcome to post them and we will talk about them here in this live space.
All right. I love you, Abby.
I love you, Sophie. We love you all.
Bye.
Bye.